Hi, welcome everybody. I hope you're there. Nice to see everybody. My name is Miner-Rosen. I'm a board certified life coach. I'm an ADHD coach and I'm a career coach. And what I'm doing today is coming on to Facebook Live, and I'm going to try to do a Facebook Live as much as every week if I can. And I just wanted to share with you today the tips about attending a job fair or a career fair for college students. This is super, super important. And a lot of college students and a lot of clients come to me and they're just not sure about the career fair or a job fair or why it's going to be a beneficial thing for them to attend. And that's why I'm here today. So please feel free to share this out to any parent that you know that has college students, any college student that's thinking of going to a career fair, any high school seniors that are heading to college, because there is no time like now to start attending college fairs or career fairs. You don't have to wait until you're a senior. In fact, you probably shouldn't wait till you're a senior to attend a job fair, and really get to know the lay of the land. Find out what's going on. Find out what's happening in the career fair. So today, I'm going to give you those 5 tips of things to do before you attend the career fair. But if you go to my site and you go to check on my website, and actually it's that way. So if you go up there and check on, go to my website, coachlynnmr.com/blog, and you will see the entire blog, which also has tips for while you attend the career fair and the job fair and tips for afterwards. You can download my free infographic that has been designed so it makes it really easy for you to follow those tips anytime you want to go. I really do appreciate it. So I'll give you a quick introduction. If you don't know who I am Lynn Miner-Rosen. I'm a certified ADHD coach. And actually what that is I'm a life coach, certified life coach. I specialize in working with high school seniors, college students, and young adults, with or without ADD, ADHD, executive functioning challenges, even Asperger's. I work with a lot of clients that have multiple challenges, and a lot of them are invisible disabilities, so you wouldn't even know when you see them that they have those disabilities. I was a special education teacher for 12 years with the New York City schools, and now I have my own private practice in Florida, but I work with my clients over Zoom all over the country, all over nationwide. So I'm really happy that you're here. Welcome, welcome. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through the 5 things, but I would really love to answer all of your questions. So please feel free to share this out. Put your questions in the box below. And also let me know where you're from. Where are you calling from? Are you a parent? Are you a student? Are you an educator? Are you in a career office? I really want to know who you are. And even if you're not watching this live, please share in the comment section who you are and what brought you to my Facebook Live. And also, I'm going to be doing these every week at 4 o'clock Eastern Time on Friday. So if you have any questions or any topics that you want me to discuss or go over, please feel free to put that also in the comments or send me a personal message. That's fine. So the first thing I want to talk about is that there are no specific occupations for you to attend a career fair. You really should go no matter what your occupation is. And I do have some client stories that I'm going to share with you. And one of the stories is, well, you know, I'm an engineer or I'm a computer programmer and the job fairs just aren't for me. Well, that's not necessarily true. And that's why I really want to impress upon you, to all college students, that it's super important that you attend these job fairs and career fairs. They're actually, in my opinion, one of the best ways to network, to meet people face to face in person is the best way. You know, millennials will have so much competition when they graduate that it's just going to be incredibly competitive when you do graduate. So it is very, very important that you get these internships or you get these part-time jobs, and it is super important to have face-to-face communication with people. I know a lot of people just think, well, I'm going to graduate college, I'm going to get my degree, and I'm going to move on and I'll get a job right away. But it's not that simple. And a lot of people are applying for positions and internships online. And what that does is it takes away that person-to-person connection. So always, number one, the best thing is always to have a face-to-face conversation with somebody. So job fairs are ideal because they're usually on your campus. They're usually right there. They're usually during college hours, so they don't usually have them during spring breaks, but when school is happening. So it's ideal time. And all of these companies are sending representatives from their business to meet you. And just think how powerful that is. All these people are there to meet fantastic college students that have incredible potential, and that's why they're there. So this is a great opportunity for you. And I know, because I work with all my clients, I've been doing this for 6 years, I've been teaching for 12. I know that with ADHD or executive function or ASD, there's a lot of social challenges, a lot of the unknown, what's it going to be like, who's going to shake my hand, all of those things I'm going to address today. And please feel free to write in comments and let me know if you have any questions at all. So the first thing I want to tell you is that, when you go to these job fairs, it is a great place to not only meet people, to possibly get an internship, but to meet people that might lead to other people. And that's the thing, is you really want to make those connections with people, solid connections, because even if they don't have something for you, they might be able to refer you to somebody that they know. So what's a college fair? What's a career fair? What's a job fair? It's really a career fair or a job fair. So they usually, the career office usually sets them up, and I know that you could probably go to your career office or go to their website and get a lot of information, maybe dates of future job fairs or career fairs. Sometimes they have them posted around school or in the school newspaper or in announcements. Really important that you find out when they are. And even if it's not in your specialty, it's really important that you go just to practice, see what it's like, just out of curiosity. When you're a freshman, you should go right away. You should go and check it out and see what is happening at the job fair. And just explore, walk around. I always recommend going once first, then you don't have that unknown when you go the real time that you really want to go find something. So oftentimes they'll be in an auditorium or a cafeteria or a gymnasium or an office building, and they'll have lots of tables set up and booths set up. Maybe they'll have flyers, they'll be giving out, usually they give out things like pens and clipboards and things like that. So definitely check it out. And they might have other things there, other people, other connections there. So I totally understand that some of you might have a lot of anxiety about going to these. So here are some tips that I want you to do and try the next time that there's a job fair. Really try it. And if you try them, let me know how it goes. I want to know how you do with these job fairs. Okay, here's tip number 1. Get a list of who's going to be attending the job fair and get that list in advance. And I promise you that probably all the career offices and all the colleges across the country have a list in advance or know exactly who's going to be there, because these companies have to prearrange to be there. They're actually sponsoring it. So they make a commitment that they're going to be there. They know what booth they're going to be at. So not only that, you want to get a list and a map of what is at that job fair. So you know exactly where everything is laid out and who's going to be there. Super important. And I would say 2 weeks before the job fair, you should get that. And like I said, you can either go online and get it from the career office or go into the career office, and I'm sure they would be able to give it to you. Okay, tip number 2. do your research. So once you get that list and that map, what I want you to do is go through it and identify any companies that you are familiar with, and then also look at the companies that you've never heard of before. So the companies that you're familiar with, I want you, and the companies that you've never heard from before, I want you to highlight those. And really, I recommend always printing things out and using a highlighter. It's really important to have that touch and to be able to outline and underline. And I think it's really great if you could just have your piece of paper that's got your notes on it, your information is on it. Maybe you want to put them in order of priority, a 1, a 2, a 3, right on to the printed list. So you have to do your research. So that's number 2. You have to do your research. And you should be researching even those companies you do know, but also research those companies you've never heard of. It is so possible that a company you've never heard of might be the perfect match for you. And when you do your research, you want to find out the name of the company, where they're located, how many branches or offices they have, who are they sending? Find out the name of the person is probably on the list of who they are sending and what role they have. Are they sending the president of the company, or are they sending the head of HR to the college fair, the career fair? So you want to find out who's going to be at the career fair and do your research. Then you also want to pull up that company and find out as much about it as you can. This is probably one of the easiest things to do, and one of the hardest things that students tend to avoid doing, and that is doing the research. And when you go up to meet somebody, like I said, first impressions really matter, but you want to talk to them and you want them to know that you've looked into their company and you really think it's going to be a great company and you know all about that company. So even at the job fair, not just on interviews, but when you meet people at the job fair and you know about their firm, that's going to make a big impression on the people that you meet. So when you go to them and you see them and you shake hands and you say, hey, nice to meet you, I know about your company, it's going to make a big impression. And that's really the key to attending these job fairs and career fairs, because often there's so many people there, and I know that can be really daunting to go to a place where there's just crowds of people, but you want to find a way where you stick out and you're going to be the one that they really want to talk to. So do your research, find out about their name, find out about different positions there, maybe find out if there's any alumni from your school that work there. And you can find that on LinkedIn to see if there's any associates that work for that firm. So you want to do your research on the normal, you want to Google it, but also go onto LinkedIn and see more about that company, what kind of organizations they belong to. So that's a really important thing. Then part of that research is you can narrow down the list of the people that you want to see at that job fair. So basically in your mind, you know exactly who it is that you want to go and see and you want to meet. And it's really a good idea to plan that. It's going to take away a lot of the jitters when you know where you're going and who you're going to talk to. So it's not so unpredictable. So you kind of have an idea of what's going on there. Okay, tip number 3 is create a pitch, or sometimes they call it an elevator pitch. It doesn't really matter what it's called. You want to come up with 30 to 60 seconds about you or about what you're looking for. So when you go up to greet somebody at a job fair and you meet somebody and you introduce yourself, hi, my name is Lynn Miner-Rosen, and I'm a student at this college, and this is what I'm interested in. This is what I'm majoring in. It is going to make a very good first impression. And I know you've heard me say that a lot, so you can tell how important that is, that first impression. So you want to come up with only 30 to 60 seconds. And what I suggest you do is you write it down and you practice it and time it. So you actually want to set the timer and practice it. And you might want to practice it with other people. You might want to practice that face-to-face. And even if you can't make eye contact or it's really difficult for you to make eye contact, and that's fine, but I still want you to practice. I want you to try your best and practice with friends, practice with family. See if you can practice your pitch without looking at notes, and see if you can time it so that it's really short and very to the point. Okay. Number 4, this is tip number 4. And all of these things you should be doing a week or two before the career fair. Don't do it the morning of or the night before, because I want you to be very relaxed and not feel stressed about going to this, because it can be a lot of fun. And if you have a purpose in mind and you have a goal that you want to reach, you're going to do great at this job fair. Just take my advice and follow these steps. So plan your outfit. Yes, plan it in advance. I have lots of clients that said, yes, I planned it in advance. And then that morning it was wrinkled or there was a stain on the collar. So make sure you know exactly what your outfit is. Try it on. Put it on, make sure it's not wrinkled or any stains on it. Guys, you want to be dressed as nice as you can. I would say dress just one step above what they're going to be wearing. Dress as if you're going to a real interview, because these are real interviews. These are your first impressions. So you want to dress nice. You want to wear nice slacks, a nice shirt. Probably, I would suggest a tie. It can't hurt. You know, if you look nice and professional, that is showing a message that you're really serious. So it's really a good thing. It's just one day. Dress up. Girls, same thing, dress nice, nothing too revealing. You want to look very polished and professional, as if not only that you're an employee there, but you may be one step up from employee there. So you want to look as nice, if not nicer than the interviewer. So please take your time. Also, leave your backpack. Plan on that day to leave your backpack someplace else. I suggest you have a portfolio, maybe like a lined pad of paper, your resume's ready to go before you go on to the job fair. So have a portfolio, have 2 pens in case one breaks, and something where you can take notes. So that's really important as far as planning your outfit, planning what you're going to wear. Super important. First impressions matter. Okay, here's tip number 5. Prioritize the employers that you're most interested in. So I have to give you the news. It is true. There are going to be a lot of people there. And it can, like I said in the very beginning, it can be daunting, but you can do this. So if you prioritize the people that you want to see there and where they're located on the map, then you will have a head start when you get there. So when you get there, you'll be able to look at your map and kind of walk around and see where those people are that you want to meet, those businesses that you want to connect with, and talk to them. I also have a little bit of suggestion for you, and this is on my blog, but it's later on when you're there. Here's a really special tip, is go to one booth that you're not interested in when you first get there. Just to talk to somebody, even if you're not interested in them, just to get the jitters out, to feel better, to feel more relaxed when you go to the career fair. And I think that'll really help you. So those are my 5 tips. Do you have any questions for me? And if you do, I'd be thrilled to answer them. What I'd like to do is just remind you that I am giving away a free infographic checklist of job fair strategies. So not only strategies before the job fair, but during the job fair. So if you go to my website, www.coachlynnmr.com/blog, and you scroll all the way down on my blog and click it, you will be able to download a free infographic checklist for the job fair. And please, anybody that comes in, even if you're on the replay, I'm so happy that you joined me. I'm going to be going on Facebook Live every Friday, and I'm going to be talking about a new topic for all of my families. But let me know, are you a parent? Are you a student? Are you an educator? Are you a trainer? I'd love to hear all about you. And if you have any questions at all, or any ideas for future topics that you'd like me to cover on my Facebook Live, I'd be happy to. And I'm just so happy that you guys were here. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you next Friday. Have a great day. Bye.